session, it's your onboarding call. So I would first like to ask every one of you, like, where are you from? I mean, where are you calling from right now? And how did you know about the Movers program? If you can give your response in the chat section, so it would be great. Okay. So we have, let me check the chat. So we have from Vietnam. Okay. I flew from Bangkok today. Okay, then now from Pakistan, from Rawalpindi, Pakistan, calling from Vietnam, Iran. Okay, we have people from Iran as well. Okay, Vietnam again. So we have Vietnam and Pakistan until now, and Iran as well. Okay, Karachi, Pakistan. Okay, it's Ali Bhai. Welcome, Ali Bhai. Okay, by the way, you can also tell us about how did you know about the Movers program? How did you get to know about it? So you can give that response in the chat. Okay, we have from Bangladesh as well. Fine. Pakistan, Bangladesh, Vietnam. Okay, so yeah, welcome everyone once again. We have a lot of participation, like mainly from Pakistan and Vietnam today. Can you move to the next slide? Okay, so how are you feeling right now? I mean, is it that you're feeling so excited as we are right now? Or is it that you're feeling happy? Or do you feel like you need a coffee, huh? You can give your response in the chat. Excited, amazing. We're also feeling as excited as you all are. Okay, so I need a coffee, then Lee is saying, and excited too. Okay, I need Ismail also needs a coffee. Okay, just had my quarantine coffee then long. And okay, so through your mentor Mehrin, great. Okay, so Ghazala Khan got to know about Movers program through Mehrin. Amazing. Okay, so Linda is feeling also excited. Aruj Khan needs coffee, instant Nescafe coffee for Dinlong. Okay, so excited and had my tea. Aruj Khan is also feeling lazy. It's okay. We will make an energizing environment so that everyone feel happy, excited, and energized, right? So chai masala chai. Okay, so moving towards the next slide. Okay, so like is what we are going to do today, why we are here. So actually it's the onboarding call, Movers onboarding call. And today we will have an icebreaker as well. And after that, we will tell you about the Movers program. And we will have two amazing movers from the Movers community who will share their inspiring stories. And they are Mehrin and Lane Dao. And after that, we will have a next step telling you much more about Movers program, and we will entertain your questions and we will answer that. So yeah, moving towards the next slide. Okay, so here is an icebreaker. If you could be a superhero, what superpower do you want to have? Give your response in the chat. Getting out of my quarantine hotel. Okay, then long is like inside. Okay, Aruj Khan, I want to fly over skies. It's everyone's dream, right? My dream as well. The barrier breaker. Okay, Huda Sajil. Muhammad Ismail saying to make people happy. Allah is saying to resume time. And Andy saying strong. I want people to think like Abdul when it comes to love and leadership. Okay, thank you, Lenka. Okay, what else? Okay, and Mohammed, that's a great superpower to have. Yes. Hamna is saying to freeze time. Okay. What else? If you could be a superhero, what superpower do you want to have? Invisible Man, Ali Bhai. Okay, Invisible Man. That's quite okay. Have the same hair as Lane Dow. Yeah, I just noticed that. Okay. Break any social, mental, or physical barrier. Okay, that's great. the chain maker for women in rural areas in Punjab, Pakistan. That's great. So like to solve all the problems. So like everyone want to be a super hero and want to have superpowers, which actually contributes to the society and make a positive impact. So that's what we get to know about from the responses which we had from the participants. So we can move to the next slide. Okay, make your boss give you more time for doing this call. Okay, I don't want to speak it loud, but yeah, I also want more time. Anyways, okay, so it's an icebreaker. What languages do you know how to speak? I mean, tell us about the languages. What languages do you know how to speak? And I would like to put one more question as well. If you had a time machine, would you like to go back in the past or move in the future? I mean, using that time machine, what would you do that? But first, yeah, obviously you can respond to this languages question. Okay, so Urdu, English, Tori, okay, Chinese, Linka knows how to speak Chinese, English, then long Spanish. Okay, so I really want to learn Chinese as well because we are neighbors, and Spanish because the last time I was attending that workshop in that Latin America edition, so like participants were speaking Spanish and I really liked the language. So yeah, so I don't know if that Spanish is the same which you speak or not, but like they were saying that it's Spanish and I really like that. Okay, so English, Urdu, little Sindhi. Okay, Pashto, Urdu, and English. Okay, so I'm also Pashto speaker, and I also can speak Urdu and English, and like a little bit of, I have learned Turkish, like some basic terms or some phrases. So yeah, Mexican Spanish is so beautiful. Yeah, exactly. Like I was really like, I love the way they were speaking that language, right? English, Urdu, Sindhi, Arabic, Vietnamese. Okay, so I would love to listen this language someday as well from people of Vietnam. I have never listened to their language. Okay, so yeah, I think I didn't miss any message. So let's move to the next. Okay, so how would you describe Movers program? I mean, like, I would like to ask this question, first of all, from my co-facilitators and the amazing speakers we have today. Like, if you have to describe Movers program, how would you do that? And also this question is for the participants who have a little bit idea about Movers program. Okay, so for me, it would be like youth empowerment. Like you can see that these are actually the responses which we got. Okay, so Dinlang is saying Abdul, Linda, and Mehrin. And it's incomplete without Linka and Dinlang, obviously, because they are the pioneers. They started this movement. So without them, Movers program is nothing. So yeah, so these were actually the responses which we got, all right? So like, whenever we talk about Movers program, so the first thing comes into my mind is that it's all about youth empowerment. It's all about supportive community. It's all about SDGs, advocating for SDGs, development of 21st century skills. Like obviously UNDP comes with that, Youth Collab comes with that, and other like community empowering, train the trainer. Like that's the best thing which I like in the Movers program is train the trainer, and understanding networking, like a lot of diversity and connecting with each other, entrepreneurship, and it's also one of my favorite topics. So yeah, that's what when we talk about the Movers program, so that's what comes into my mind. And like giving you a brief intro, like if I say, so Movers program is actually a volunteer movement across Asia Pacific, which actually aims at creating awareness regarding the UN Sustainable Development Goals, which are the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, and development of 21st century skills and creating entrepreneurial mindsets. And how do we do that is through using the train the trainer approach, and through workshops which we conduct. And once you attend that workshop, so you're in the position to train other people. And in this way, we like reach out to harder to reach group, and we achieve that objective of leaving no one behind. So like we reach out to each part of the world and each corner, even in the far-flung villages, through this method, like creating that triple effect, becoming multipliers. So yeah, you can when you attend other modules of Movers workshops, so you get to know about multipliers, diminishers, a lot of interesting concepts. So yeah, to the next slide. Okay, so I would hand it over to Dinlong to explain this one.
Yes, so thank you, Abdul, for sharing about what is movers, and maybe, you know, to ask a question to everyone to make it very concrete. It's basically, so you have all seen Abdul so far, you know, he speaks very confidently, he's making jokes, he has a nice shirt as well, you know, he feels good in his shoes. But now if we bring back ourselves, or even myself, you know, when I was 18, maybe for you it was 15, 20 or whatever, but if you bring yourself back, I'm sure there was at some point, or even today, where you're like, okay, Abdul is so inspiring, I want to be a bit more like Abdul. But you know, how do you do that? Like, there's no magic recipe, there is no master's degree on how to become like Abdul. You know, what's the secret to become a bit more confident, to become you know, an inspiration for the community, to become a good facilitator on SDGs and entrepreneurship and, you know, different other topics. So it's a bit the question I want to ask you, you know, what do you think, you know, are the ingredients to become a bit more like Abdul today and from now on? So let's imagine, you know, me, 18 years old, I'm a bit like, you know, just a random youth in Asia Pacific. I'm not so sure what to do. And I meet Abdul, so okay, this is my objective. And with Movers, what we hope to do is to help you, you know, develop the skills that you want to develop. But yeah, help you on this journey by, you know, being the gap, being the bridge between what I am and what I want to become, to impact and inspire my community and mobilize them to take action for the SDGs. So, you know, very concretely, Movers, we provide a lot of workshops. I'm sure most of you have attended some. If not yet, welcome. I hope that you enjoy the vibe so far. And more than workshops, we provide train the trainer toolkit so that you are the one who conducts the workshop. But we'll speak more about it in a few minutes. But I think what we want to do is really provide a lot of learning opportunities so that you can learn, keep learning, because Movers program is only about learning new skills. It's about meeting with mentors, connecting with mentors who help you grow. And it's about also being part of this community. It's a safe space, it's a supportive community so that we can all grow together and learn from each other. So it's a bit, you know, what we want to provide through the Movers program. And I'll give it back to Abdul to continue. You're muted, Abdul.
Okay, so over here we are going to tell you about the movers journey, right? So first you actually join a movers workshop. So probably you might have already joined any of the movers workshop, after which you got to know about the movers program, and you might have registered for the onboarding call, as I did. Like, I attended my first workshop, which was a day long, and then I immediately registered in the post workshop emails. And then after that, as today you're attending the onboarding call, so that's actually your first step in actually getting into that phase of becoming a mover, right? So it was my, I think in November, when it was my in 2020, when I attended the onboarding call, and I was also as afraid, like confused, didn't know much about movers program. But then when I attended the onboarding call, then I actually went through the online module, which is on the Youth Collab website as well. And if Demlong, if you can share with them the link, or we can share it with them later on as well. And after that online module, you actually become a part of Movers community. You join the Facebook group. That we have a community on Facebook of Movers program. So that's a global community where you get to ask for help, guidance, whatever. It's a super supportive community. They will help you in each and every manner. So you actually get ready in the 6th step, right? Once you get ready towards your first workshop, so you conduct your first workshop, you conduct it with your, like, even if it's with your community or whoever, you conduct your first workshop, and then you reflect and share. You actually submit a kind of your feedback and what you did and how the workshop went with the Movers program. Then you conduct the second workshop, and then again you reflect and share. And then you actually level, when you reflect and share, you are a mover, and that's where you actually level up to mover facilitator, right? So that's how your movers journey goes on. And then we have other like becoming movers mentor, movers community builder, movers ambassador, movers envoy. So like we are going to share that as well right now. Okay, so see, first you're an explorer, right? You attended a movers workshop. Yeah, you already did that. Then you attended the onboarding call, you registered for that, you are attending it today right now. I mean, you're attending it right now. So you are an aspiring mover right now. Okay, so once you attend the onboarding call, then you conduct 2 movers workshop. But for that, first you have to go through the online module, take guidance from the movers community, and then conduct your first 2 movers workshop. Then you become a mover facilitator, right? After the move facilitator, then you conduct 4 more workshops. As a whole, you conduct 4 workshops and mentor 2 movers. So like it's the concept of mentorship coming in here, where you're going to mentor other amazing aspiring movers. So 4 workshops and mentor 2 movers, you become a mover mentor. Then you go for 8 workshops as a whole and mentor 5 movers. So you become a movers community builder. And right now I'm a movers ambassador. So actually I have conducted 12 workshops and mentored 10 movers. So like when you conduct 12 workshops and mentor 10 movers, you become a movers ambassador. And after that, in the end, you become a movers envoy when you conduct 25 workshops and mentor 20 movers. So like that's the something where you actually become an expert, right? Where you are like much more confident. Even when you become an aspiring mover, it's your first stage towards confidence building and your leadership skills. So yeah, that's an amazing journey which you go through and you will enjoy it along the way. So next slide. Okay, so this is the most amazing part, and I think it would be one of the most inspiring part for all the aspiring movers, because it's actually the real life learnings and the real life journey which from which you actually learn, and how they were aspiring movers and how they're presenting and as guest speakers today in today's session. So we have 2 amazing movers with us who were aspiring movers, but now they are like Linh is a movers ambassador and Mehrin is mover facilitator. So they will be sharing their stories with you. So I will first like to call Linh, who is actually from Vietnam, and she is national coordinator of 2030 Youth Force Vietnam, right? And she's graduated in marketing communications. So I would like to ask her to kindly share her story with all of you and inspire you all with her amazing story. So over to you, Linh.
Okay, thank you so much, Abdul and Ding Long, for inviting me to join this amazing onboarding call. And I'm really happy to see you all here today. This is maybe our first time seeing each other, and I hope that we will have a great time together in this call. And all right, so also Abdul have introduced about me. I would like to introduce myself a little bit more. First of all, I am currently the national coordinator of 2030 Youth Force Vietnam, and this is one of the first and largest youth-led networks in Vietnam right now that works towards the SDGs. And also, we belong to a bigger network, which is a 2030 Youth Force Asia Pacific, and which is also established in 2016, and with the support from UNDP in Asia Pacific and also the UNV. Yeah, and also I'm really proud that I am the first mover ambassador in Vietnam, and I'm really it's my pleasure to be here to share about my journey and what I have learned or what I have experienced during this journey. So I would like to share a little bit about our chance, how we met up, how we created all the amazing experience in the last year. So, you know, like in 2021, Vietnam still had to suffer from COVID-19 pandemic, and I believe that we all have to suffer from that. And we cannot host any offline events, so we put everything on online workshops. So we are proud to be one of the 3 community partners of Movers program, and we run the workshops since July last year. And with the at first we have the support from Movers team and the UNDP in Vietnam. We create a how do we call it, like a boot camp with 10 days, 10 workshops in a row with many topics on climate change, on leadership, on SDGs, on entrepreneurship. And that's amazing. We recruited and we attracted many Vietnamese youth to join us, and it was really successful. And after that, in August, we launched together. We officially launched together the Movers program in Vietnam. And so after that, me and my team, we hosted a youth leaders camp. That also we tried to spread out more the knowledge that Movers programs providing to the youth on SDGs and on the 21st century skills and everything. Through, you know, like as I remember, like 7 workshops and more. And after that, my campers, they cascade, they do the training for the others, and we keep rolling, like, you know, like this snowball effect, and many other youth was inspired. They was aware of Movers program, and they get you know, like motivated by the other youth leaders in Vietnam. So by doing that, we have some result in numbers that I can tell you, so you can imagine how what do we do. So personally, I facilitated 15 workshops, and with more than 700 participants. And I also get help with and I help the other 11 mentees in Vietnam, and now they are Movers facilitator, Movers mentors, and even one of them are Movers community builder. And that's I'm really proud that I did that in around like 3 months in last year, from July to September. And also from my team, we try to create a more significant impact through raising awareness of SDGs and the entrepreneur mindset and the digital skill to nearly 2,000 participants in Vietnam. And these impacts came from 51 youth mover facilitators who have conducted 54 workshops through partnership with 33 different community partners. And all those members and all the numbers are what we have achieved in the last year. And we are aiming to the next year we can do more. And more than that, I would like to share a little bit about my personal experience, because I think all of you would want to know about how I was approached with Movers program and how I joined this journey, right? And you know, like at first, when maybe just like you all, I am not really aware of Movers program, and I feel just a little bit not really familiar with all the so many documents, so many things I have to learn when I just approach the Mover programs and this movement. However, you know, like although this feel a little bit overwhelmed at first, I am sure that you will feel much more confident and you know, like self leadership. You can learn from it when doing the Movers workshop and try to facilitate and join the kind of onboarding calls during this journey, because you get connected to many other peoples who are really talented. They are also youth leaders, come from many countries in Asia Pacific, and also they are really supportive and they are willing to help you whenever you want. So rather than the Movers team or the UNDP team in your country, you can also get help from others from our community, not in only Pakistan or in Vietnam, but anywhere. And also they by this joining onboarding calls, maybe you can listen to the others people stories and how they overcome all the structure at first, because we have to, you know, it's really difficult to start. But when you try and you start to learn, to join each workshop and start to improve yourself by gaining more knowledge and read more and listen more and practice. I also have to practice how to facilitate the workshop, how to make myself clear, how to transmit my messages to all the audience. And we have all to learn it. But after that, I am sure that you will feel much more powerful, and you will be better, like a better version of yourself day by day. So so that's why I am really engaged, inspired to be the Movers ambassador. And whenever I talk to the others people, I tell about Movers community, and I told them about what I got from this movement. And I believe that you all will sure get something for yourself if you join this movement. So yeah, that's all for my stories and my experience. I'm not sure if it's
Thank you so
motivating to
much.
you or not. Yeah.
It was so inspiring, Linda, and I can literally relate, because what you said about the start, that it's a little bit difficult in the beginning, and it's true. Like personally, I was kind of a person who was shy, not like in front of camera, was very shy, but it was actually the Movers program where actually I started to overcome this fear. Like, come on, just open up the camera, just facilitate the workshops. And once I have facilitated one workshop, then 2, 3, and then like right now I don't even care about, okay, fine, it's camera, it's open, it's okay, nothing to fear about, right? And once you actually start doing it, and obviously it's you have to do a little bit struggle, you have to practice, but you have to build that self-confidence in yourself and believe in yourself. And that's where Movers community help most of the aspiring movers. Like, they actually give you all that love and support so that you actually start believing in yourself and you actually start doing all that stuff. So yeah, that was totally inspiring, and thank you so much. So now I would like to call Mehrin, which is one of our amazing inspiring mover from Pakistan, and she had been a part of our boot camps as well. So I'm so happy to see her here today, and she will be sharing her inspiring story. So over to you, Mehrin.
Thank you so much. Hello everyone. Do you know one of the individual's vitality factor is self-actualization? Like, many people get confused in it, what is self-actualization, or like what it means. Self-actualization means achieving one's full potential to accomplish goals in a creative manner. Like, to accomplish goals in a creative way, it's self-actualization. Movers program basically enable us to empower youth economically and to do something for their community. It inspires us. We can call it self-fulfillment, or we can call it self-satisfaction. And the most important thing, we can call it a peace. Such motivation and such inspiration stimulated me to become a part of Movers and to become a part of this adorable group of people. And, I would like to introduce myself. This is Mehrin, a mover from Pakistan, and I'm a marketing and branding strategist, content creator, and trainer with various national and international organizations. Although my bachelor journey is yet nearly at which. Like all of you, I didn't know anything about SDGs. I didn't know anything about different things, but due to Movers, enrolling with Movers was relatively another kind of experience. I will meet different movers, people like-minded, and joining up and being a part of something that makes some upheaval in the world. Like, it nurtured my skill, my presentation skill, my public speaking skill, the communication, and nothing but I will say that it's a heap to my dreams. My journey started, like all of you, my journey started with a random attendance in a Mover Cross LinkedIn workshop by Ma'am Karishma Zakaullah, who is the founder of Unidis. And it was like unusual for me to know about LinkedIn. I didn't know about LinkedIn, that what is LinkedIn or LinkedIn platform. Then it was my first time when I came across to what is LinkedIn, what is personal branding, what is professional branding, and all that. Internally, I had a craze to discover something regarding LinkedIn, regarding things. I generally had a craze to discover something exotic, and it was Mover that had a new inspiration or new adventure for me. In my life, Alhamdulillah, today I'm a well-established Mover ambassador, and I conducted different workshops on different topics. I would like to tell you about my favorite topics, which is entrepreneurship and branding, self-branding. These are my favorite topics. And what really matters for me is that I belong from a rural area, Charsadda. I belong from Charsadda in Pakistan, which is a very rural area. And mine was to empower the youth of Charsadda, like to empower them economically and to train them, to aware them about different things, to aware them and to educate them, to build their network, to improve their communication skill. And Movers program is gave me the platform where I pursue my dream, where I learn different skills and I transfer them to them. And I love, I literally love when seeing the impact of people like that didn't know even about LinkedIn. And I would love that they knew these things are due to me. And that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mehrin. It's so inspiring, and I can just literally guarantee you about her story. It's really inspiring because of the fact that she just like, it's not been few months she joined the Movers program, right? And she attended our workshops, and now she is like really leading. She's leading the show, and she's like organizing offline workshops and creating a positive impact in her community. Like we're like in far-flung villages where people cannot reach, so it's hard to read, and she's actually making ensuring that actually those people also get to know about these opportunities and get all that knowledge and awareness regarding SDGs, entrepreneurship, and digital branding and employability. So thank you so much, Mehrin, and it was really inspiring. Now I think I and Denlong forgot to even introduce ourselves. So just a brief introduction about me. So I'm Abdul Wazir, as you can see my name as well. And I'm a Movers Ambassador from Pakistan. Like Linda, I'm one of the first Movers Ambassador from Pakistan, right? So we can relate in that aspect. And besides that, I'm a junior year student pursuing my bachelor's degree in business administration from Institute of Management Sciences, Peshawar. And I'm an Islamic finance enthusiast, and I actually aim to contribute to the UN SDGs through Islamic finance. And besides that, I like writing articles, poems, and also like conducting and facilitating online workshops and offline workshops. So I have a passion for training, so that's why, and I love doing that and interacting with people from across the globe. So yeah, over to Denlong. So after that, we will I'll hand it over to Denlong from over here because.
Thank you, Abdul. Yes, we realized that we didn't share who we were. So I'm Din Long, I'm part of the Movers team. I think today in this call we have Linka, Kelly, Yumna, and Ngok as well from the Movers team. So Linka is also in the regional team. Kelly, you can find her with Yingxuan Chen. She's a Movers coordinator in China. We have Yumna, who's a Movers coordinator in Pakistan, and Ngok, Movers coordinator in Vietnam. So feel free to reach out to them. And yeah, I think for me, I've always been very passionate about youth empowerment. So through Movers, it's what we can do, working with youth so that they can empower other youth. And very random stuff, I also studied business administration. I majored in marketing. So somehow there's a lot of marketing people in this call today, but it's not on purpose. And yeah, no, I think these days from regional and national teams of Movers, I think we are preparing for the 2-year anniversary. So it will be happening in the next few weeks. So if you want to join, celebrate, have fun with us, it's happening soon. And we'll have a Movers Got Talent session as well. So if you want to have any talent you want to showcase with the world, if you sing or whatever. And yeah, so yeah, a lot of things. So yeah, welcome everyone 40 minutes later, but yeah, and back to you, Abdul, to continue.
Oh, so Denlong, can you share the screen? Okay, so right now, since we got to know about each other, we talked about the journey of our inspiring movers, and we also talked about movers program. So let's tell you about that movers program is actually an ongoing learning journey. So at every stage of movers program, you keep on learning. You keep on learning new things. You keep on developing your self-confidence, your leadership skills. Okay, so it's actually learning through action, right? And why we emphasize on this is because we actually first learn and then we implement. And when we implement, so that's actually action, taking initiative, and that's how you improve. Okay. Besides that, we learning through making mistakes. Obviously, we make a lot of mistakes as well along the process, and that's how you learn, right? But it's human being. You make mistakes, but actually, it's those mistakes from which you have to learn, and you have to make sure you do not you make improvement based on that. And learning through mentoring other volunteers. Okay, so believe me, mentoring others is actually a little bit of a difficult job, but it's also like a kind of a thrilling journey and an amazing, like it's a fun journey as well, because you get to connect with people, you get to try to understand them, right? And you try to make sure that based on that empathetic approach, you actually walk in their shoes and try to understand them. So based on that, you actually mentor them, right? And you try to transfer all that knowledge, all those skills which you have acquired to them. So it's a kind of a thrilling journey, but it's also a bit difficult, but yeah, it's fun along the way. So you learn a lot of things in that as well. And then learning through by making, having fun and making new friends. So as I said, Movers is all about having fun as well and making friends as well and learning along the way. So it's like you never get bored in the Movers program, right? You always have that kind of an entertaining environment where you learn, where you make friends, and where you improve, and where you actually contribute to the UN Sustainable Development Goals and the 2030 agenda. So like you're doing something positive, you're doing something purposeful and meaningful. So that's an ongoing learning journey, and it's an amazing, super amazing journey. So yeah, that's about the Movers program journey. And now over to you, Denlong.
Thank you. So we wanted to show you a few pictures so you get some of the vibes, you see some of the faces that maybe you know some. You can see Linka on this picture. Yeah, it's like, where is Waldo? You know, where is Linka? She's somewhere there. But yeah, this was the first ever Movers workshop on December 15, 2019. So we've gone a long road since then. But yeah, that was offline workshops. We do have, even if right now it's online, we have a lot of offline workshops. So, and we encourage you to do it because it's a lot of fun, especially, you know, now maybe we all have some Zoom fatigue and stuff like this. Offline workshops are really cool. But yeah, we wanted to show this picture because this was 2019, and guess what happened? December 15, 2020, they all came back. This time they all had a t-shirt and some Movers prop. And yeah, and you can see it's a much bigger number of people. You can see Shati and many movers from Bangladesh who were leading the way of the Movers community. But yeah, you can see the community is growing. They are connecting, making friends. This is then 2 years later from the first picture. So yeah, this was organized by Nadia. So Movers talk. So you can see there's more and more people on the picture. One day we'll need like a GoPro or like a very wide angle to capture everyone. But yeah, so just showing you a few pictures. So we have here a workshop in Bangladesh. We have the first workshop in Nepal as well. Here we have the first workshop in Bangkok. You can see Linka here and me here. And this was the first workshop in Cambodia, in a school in the province. Here another workshop in Cambodia, in the province, and here a workshop in Ho Chi Minh City, in a coffee shop. So yeah, just to show that workshops can happen anywhere offline, but of course also online. So we will all do that in a few, like at the end of this call. Here's the first LinkedIn workshop ever that many people spoke about in their sharing. You can see Linka here. And yeah, this is one of the proud moments that we like to share is, I'm sure many of you have met Lameya, but she was one of the first Movers ambassador ever. And one day she was invited to speak along with real life ambassadors, like I think Italian ambassador from Singapore and another ambassador in Singapore, and they're all delivering closing remarks, and you can see Lamaya was speaking. In this call, there were around 400 people, but in the event overall, it was around 2,000 people. So yeah, you can see like everyone is so excited to see Lamaya. And yeah, a few other pictures from India, from Mizoram. You can see Michael, first movers, one of the first movers ambassador in India, who's also a lecturer. So he's doing a lot of workshop for his students. And yeah, looks quite fun. But yeah, I think we have asked this question many times, and it's a question we always ask, in the feedback forms, in the level up forms, but like, can you complete the sentence? Like, thanks to movers, I was able to. And you can see some of the cool things, like I was able to have hope for the future. I was able to empower youth, do something for our future and make new friends with so many great people. I was able to get so much positive energy, share useful information with my community, and explore the world, improve myself and everyone around me. So us, when we see this, we are very, very proud, very, very happy, because it's really what we wanted to achieve. So the fact that people tell us this really, really make our day. And yeah, this is so far, we've been working with a lot of youth in the region. We reached a milestone of 44,000 workshop participants like last week. But yeah, I think for us, what makes us more happy is this kind of feedback. So yeah, just keep them coming, And yeah, I think that's all for the introduction of movers. If you have any question, I think I don't know if this QR code works, but someone will share the link on the chat, I'm sure. But we'll send a post session email with everything you need to know and the recording and everything. But for now, if you have any question, we have a lot of people who can answer. And let me open the chat. Yes, offline workshops. Let's see if anyone has any question. Okay, a lot of thank you. Cool, yeah. So if anyone has any question, feel free to share on the chat or ask it. Maybe let's give 20 seconds to think about it. But maybe some announcements. So be connected on the either Movers Facebook group, Movers Discord at regional level. At national level, we have a lot of different channels where you can connect. So just reach out to anyone from your country and they will be able to guide you. Not necessarily UNDP person, but any mover, they will be connected with other movers. I see three questions. Wait. Okay, no, so many questions at the same time. Okay, I see what are the next steps, how to conduct workshops, age criteria. So age criteria, there is not much. I mean, it's a program for youth, right? So it's usually up to 35 or 40. But if you are very motivated to host a workshop for people who are above 35, it's fine for us as well. Just let us know. Abdul shared the Facebook group, please join. But yeah, the next steps, maybe to come back to this slide. Right now it's an onboarding call. So the next step is to take the Movers online module. It will guide you step by step and share with you all the resources and documents that you need to get started as a facilitator. And you receive the link already if you have registered to become a mover. And if not, you will receive it by email after this call.
Exactly. They receive all the resources in the email, right?
Yes.
Like all the resources you will get in the email. So don't worry about that. And besides that, they can even reach out to any one of us, like any mover which you can reach out to them. They will help you out in this process. So don't worry about it. Just join the Facebook group and reach out to any one of us.
Yes. So yeah, we answered your question, Javeria. And yeah, if you are still, yeah, so online module, or just take anyone's name in this call and reach them on LinkedIn, Facebook, and they will be able to support you. And yes, as
you can just even simply type my name on Google and you will find all my accounts. So yeah, I'm not even hard to be found.
there's only one
They can
Abdul
easily reach out to me.
so you will find him.
Yes, they can type my full name and only my account appears, like, because it's a kind of a unique name, right? So not much of account. So on Google they can easily find me.
Facebook, Instagram, email. You have everything with Abdul. All right. So yeah, cool. I think if there is no other question for now, please turn on your
have a group photo.
Yes, and we'll take a group picture. And maybe, Lingdao, do you want to introduce the movers pose?
Oh, yeah, right. Perfect. I have done this 1,000 times last year, and great. So we have some traditional and very unique style or posing that you can do. So we do heart shapes, and there are 3 poses that you can do it. For the first one, it's like a small one, a small heart, like the Korean one. This one, yeah. You can do this for this one, and the second one, it's a bigger one. It is, yeah. Can you see my hand? Yes, that's right. And for the biggest one, it's this huge, big heart shape. Yeah, can you do it? Yes, that's right. Yeah. So, based on your favorite, what do you favor? The big one or the smaller or the smallest one? Hearts, you can perform it, and we could take a photo together with all the love is in the air. All right,
so who's going to take the screenshot? Should I take screenshot or anyone else?
I can take. So yeah, everyone, turn on your camera, choose your side, choose your team. If you are tired, just stretch. You know, it's 2 birds in 1 stone. Okay, let's wait 5 seconds for more people. Okay, let me say hi to everyone I see. Hi, Kelly, Fung, Ali, Ngok, Huda, Kevin, Paloma, Chaitun. Cool. Okay, cool. Okay, I'll count to 3. Just do your pose and I'll take a picture. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining.
It's great to see you all today.
Thank you.
So many new faces.